Hey guys, welcome back to Spartacus MMA. I just wanted to come on tonight and make a little video about next week's main event for the Fight Night card. I believe it is Fight Night Vegas 86, but the main event is Joe Pyfer versus Jack Hermanson. So, unlike my last couple videos that, in my opinion, were pretty close to pick'ems, this one is Joe Pyfer is the favorite, and he's the favorite for a reason. So, if you're not familiar with these guys, Joe is an up and coming fighter off the Contender Series, an absolute savage out of Philadelphia. And if you don't know his story, I recommend going to watch a podcast. I know he was just on the Joe Rogan Experience, where they highlight, the struggles that he had coming up. I mean, it's a pretty sad story, very similar to Sean Strickland. He dealt with a lot of abuse and just your stereotypical fighter who came from the gutter and is working his way to the top. He is on his he already is a fan favorite with the more hardcore fans, and in another year or two, I think the casuals are going to love this dude too. Like I said, he's an all blood and guts kind of fighter, but he is not to shit on DDP because the guy is a champion, but he doesn't have that crazy willy-nilly just run at you and throw punches, like a madman. He's much more calculated. He said it before. He said it in a few interviews. All he needs is one, and it's the truth. He just needs one good, clean shot, and he's going to put you out. And if he doesn't put you out, he's going to put you down, and then he's going to, turn your face into hamburger meat on the mat. So, the dude's awesome. There's nothing not to love. He is your stereotypical Philadelphia fighter. He trains with Sean Brady and those guys. Eddie Alvarez. So the guy's got some heart. And he is going to be fighting Jack Hermanson, who I think this is the perfect step up in competition for Joe Pyfer right now. Jack Hermanson is this is not he's no tomato can, as they say. I believe he is 23-8 is his record right now. He did lose 2 of his last 3. However, and I'm sorry, I think they call it in media breaking the fourth wall or something like that. But I'm making all my videos off my iPhone right now. So I don't have like a Tapology page on a laptop that I could bring up. I do this research beforehand, and then I kind of make notes and write it down. So if I don't have all the numbers and everything exactly perfect, don't crucify me for it like just yet. Just bear with us. We're gonna be leveling up. Anyway, where was I? What the hell was I even talking about? Jack Hermanson's record. Yeah, I believe he's 23-8. His last fight was I believe he got TKO'd by Chris Curtis. And the fight before that, he was a win, I believe. Anyway, 2 of his last 3 fights. One, he got TKO'd by Chris Curtis. The other one, he went to a split decision with Sean Strickland. And if you're not familiar, Sean Strickland is the former middleweight champion of the UFC. So he's pretty good. I mean, even if you don't think it should have been a split decision, the guy went 5 rounds with Sean, or 3 rounds. Like I said, I'm not sure right now. Anyway, I think it was 5. I think it headlined a Fight Night card. Anyway, he went the distance with Sean Strickland. It's not something easy to do. And for a guy like Joe Pyfer, this is an absolute step up in competition. While they may be at opposite points in their career, Joe Pyfer being on the rise and Hermanson, maybe being on the downside of his career, it's absolutely a level that Joe hasn't reached yet. That this will be another notch in his belt that he doesn't have up to this point. I mean, if you want to get into tail of the tape, I believe Pyfer's 27 years old, 6'2" with a 75-inch reach, and Jack's 35 years old. He's 6'1" with a 77-inch reach. I believe their height and reach are really not. I don't think they're going to make that big of a difference in this fight. The way I see it going, I see Joe dictating where the fight happens. I think he's going to want the fight to take place on the feet. Like I said, he trains with Eddie Alvarez and Sean Brady. I'm sure the guy is more than adequate on the ground, but I don't think Jack Hermansson's going to have what it takes to get it there, and try and submit Joe. But so I think Joe's going to keep it standing. He's going to, work his striking game and look for that one punch. Like he says, all it takes is one, and he's not kidding when he says that. I think he's gonna touch Hermansson on the jaw. He's gonna go down maybe late second round, early third round, TKO ground and pound finish. That's how I see it going. Now, as I said before, don't count Hermansson completely out. I do think if for some reason it does, maybe Hermansson works behind a leg kick, tears up one of Joe's legs. He's not moving as good as he can. Hermansson shoots a single leg, runs a pipe, takes him down. Gets in like a half guard situation, works his way up, and sinks in a head and arm choke. That's completely possible. Or he shoots a takedown, creates a scramble, and he can capitalize on these scramble situations. So, but I don't think he's going to, stand in the pocket, bob and weave, trade rights and left with Joe Pyfer and walk out there a winner. I don't think that's very possible. But only time will tell. So, well, let me know what you guys think. On a side note, I got a notification a little while ago that I'll be able to go live on YouTube in 24 hours. Tonight's it's Friday night, February 2nd. Tomorrow, is the Dolidze Imavov fight night. That's what I was trying to think of. So, anyway, Jack Hermansson, he is coming off a TKO loss to Roman Dolidze, and the fight before that, he beat Chris Curtis. He won by decision, and then the fight before that was a split decision loss to Sean Strickland. So, he, like I said, he's lost 2 of his last 3, but that's what it was. Roman Dolidze was the last person he fought, and Dolidze put it on him and stopped him with ground and pound punches in, I don't know, the second round. Don't quote me on that. But, yeah, so let me know what you guys think. I love it if you leave a comment, if whether it be about Joe and Hermansson next week or any of the fights coming up, whatever you guys got on your mind. Any interaction is good interaction at this point. Keep your eye out for a live. I was planning on doing a video like this maybe after the fight tomorrow night, but if I do have the ability to go live, I think I'm going to try that and see where that goes. Anyway, subscribe, all that good shit. I'll see you guys next time. All right, go Bills.